Good evening, everyone. Treasure Troller here from the mask-wearing militant state of Michigan, where we have Gretchen Whitmer as a dictator. And if you don't believe me, just ask Kelly Stafford. So tonight on this frigid sleigh ride to work, talk about something that's been in the news the last couple of days, and that was Biden talking about not giving Trump the security clearance, or taking away his security clearance. I think Biden has backed off a little bit and said he'd leave that up to the intelligence agencies. So why don't they want Trump to have his security clearance? Now, normal people, average people that don't want to think outside the reasonable box that I do and come up with some far-fetched ideas would just say, well, it's either because Orange Man bad, they want to basically erase Trump, all footprints of Trump, and the people that are for Trump, it's just getting back at him and stuff like that. But I say no. I say no. I think they fear something much greater than that. You know how you watch, well, I'm sorry, maybe some of you watch, I no longer watch mainstream media, but for instance, they will get, it doesn't matter which it is, Fox, NBC, MSNBC, how they'll get former director of the FBI, Jim Smith, who's also a, collaborator, MSNBC collaborator, former assistant director to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Jim Smith. Well, do you think Jim Smith is on there because once he left the FBI, he was a hell of a newsman? Or even, news media was something that he wanted to try his chops out in? Do you think it's because he's a former FBI director that he's there? No. These guys are contributors because when they leave their position, they keep their security clearance. Brennan and Clapper are that. Former heads of the CIA and whatnot kept their security clearance. That's half the reason why, half the reason for the Russiagate. Do you remember when James Comey went to Trump Tower to tell then it would be President-elect Donald Trump of the existence of some, I guess, I don't know, they weren't fully vetted PP tapes. Well, after he told him that, Comey went back and told Clapper, I'm pretty sure it was Clapper. If I'm wrong, it was either Clapper or Brennan, I'm not sure which one. I believe he told Clapper, and then Clapper called the Washington Post and told them to take the kill shot. And that was to go ahead and write the article about this stuff. They couldn't release it to the media until Donald Trump, or then President-elect Trump, was informed of the information. But once he was informed of it, that's when they went ahead and told the media about it, because Trump had been informed. Clapper was a former head of CIA, whatever. So all of this information he was privy to because of his past job, and he kept his security clearance. So I think what they're afraid of with Trump is he keeps his security clearance. Number one, I don't think he'll be a contributor. He could very well be a contributor, but he's talked about having some sort of getting into the media, news media. I don't think it would be as a contributor, but if he does get into that, he's going to have his clearances and he's going to get the information. He's got half the American public behind him. He's probably got another 25 or 30% that are going, what the hell did I do? I should have never voted for Biden, or yeah, I didn't want Trump, but wow. So there's going to be a huge, really a huge public support, or at least willing to listen to the information. So I think they don't want him to have it because of the amount of influence that he would have in some of the with some of the stuff the Biden administration is trying to do. I don't think it's personally, I don't think any of them should have security clearance once they leave. If none of them had it, none of the Trump Russia crap would have really started. You don't get these, Intel people, their job is to lie, and then they get on TV and they basically lie to you. So I think all of them should be without their security clearance. They should leave without it. Their 401k and their pension plan ought to be enough for these rat bastards. They don't need to make any more money because of a security clearance. So in some respects, they should take security clearance away from anybody that retires or leaves voluntarily or voluntarily from the government. So I think they're fearing more what Trump could possibly do with the security clearance and being a, shall we say, a social media influencer. So this is Treasure Troller saying aloha and good day.